Hi, folks. Today we're going to talk about cfcc1 release. So you're going to get a zipped folder. I didn't zip it yet, but anyways, here's the unzip. You're going to have data. You're going to have the smart vehicle Lua as a stream, the templates, and the FX benefits Lua. The data is going to be the same as everything else that I've sent you. So like you'll go to your server, however you have your server set up. I have mine set up in this way, so like in here, you have data. So I would copy the data. I'd open the data, copy this one that has the spawn name, put it in here. Boom. And then the same with the stream. Open the stream, copy this folder, put it in stream. Boom, there it is. Then you want to go to your smart vehicle, smart ladder, whatever you have it named, go to the vehicle folder, and in here there is smart vehicle Lewis. Copy all 29 of these and plop them in here, and you'll have 29 of them. And then you have templates in here. So you have the trucks template for the doors and the hood. You have the dump bed sides, dump bed tailgate, the piles that the wood chipper box uses and the dump bed uses, wood chip box sides, and the wood chip box. Well, this one I don't have it laid over. It's not working, so it's not technically. So just wood box sides, and those are only changeable in the open IV. The template for the truck is changeable in the game, but not for the parts that are spawned in the smart vehicle. After open IV opens up, I can walk you through what I got going on here. So you have the dump bed parts, you'll have all these YTDs, whatever. So like you'll open the pile YTD and then you'll just change. Well, that's I'm going to show you. So pile 1 is just something. It's already set up that way. Pile 5 through 10, you would just replace pile template. And I didn't open this up right. So like 2 through 10, you'll have pile template and you'll just replace this with whatever you want and then drag it into the stream folder of cfcc1, and in here you have all your YTDs and your YDRs, so you'll want to just plop it in here, it'll replace, and bada bing bada boom. For the sides, you'll have the dump bed tailgate. I have it named dump bed tailgate template. You'll just plop your new one in here that you make, and the dump bed, kind of the same thing, dump bed sides template. And then you'll just drag those in here into the stream folder of cfcc1, and bada bing bada boom, you'll spawn in game with your company logos. Now you can only have one logo on those parts at a time. If you would rather just use the truck as your company branding, you can just change the colors of the tailgate and the dump bed. You can just make this whatever color that you put here. Your box color is yellow, so you can just replace this with the same yellow, and it will have no writing on it whatsoever. It'll just be the same color as the box color, if you would rather do it that way. You have the wood chip box, kind of the same thing. The wood chip piles, you can change the piles. I have chips on this one, and others on the others. Then on the body, you have the wood chip box template. You would replace this with whatever you use to put your logo on the side of the wood chipper box. Then you just drag and drop it here, and then the tailgate doesn't actually have its template anymore because it would not template. I was templating the internals instead of the externals no matter what I did, so I just decided not to template. Alright. And then on top of all of this, you're going to need a keyboard with a number pad. Mine are a cloth. Okay. Good time to get a text message. I like that ringtone. Particular guy that has it doesn't like that ringtone. That's okay. So, anyways, in game. Oh, I'm going to change my time. Early morning. Brings it. We're going to go clear. And we're going to go snowy. Because that's what we're here for. Alright. Vehicle spawner code is cfcc1. C Pharma Commercial Chassis 1. Basically, it is a non-branded apparatus. Alright, so we can change colors on some stuff. Primary color is your cabin. Secondary color, I don't have set to change anything. That's good. Make sure that it's not doing dumb things. If you ever have issues with a painting, just go chrome and then go back to the color you're trying to change. Dashboard color is your seats, or parts of the seats anyways. And then wheel color is the plastic trim to help you just kind of run company logos on the truck and stuff. Alright, so we can do liveries. There's no livery here. And then just a random livery. It just kind of toss together because why not? Extras, we have 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all, so if you press E to turn on strobe lights, nothing's going to happen until you turn on extra 1. And then you're going to get rear, well, turn off 2, 3, and 4, and you'll have rear strobes, side strobes, and front strobes. The side strobes are working. They're just being very, very finicky. But they are doing their job. Because we got to get into the building here. So you can see them there on the steps. They're doing their thing. They're just not very visible. No matter what I do, they're just not being very visible. So, anyways, I'll be reaching out to someone to update that particular problem. But until then, this is alright. Extra 4 gives you solid white lights to the rear. Extra 3 is solid white light to the left. And extra 2 is solid white light to the right. Alright, so now we get to the fun part. Setting up the vehicle. So set up, oh, I did not do that right. So the first setup of the vehicle is the dump bed. Press X to control it. You get 1, 2. Oh, I have to get rid of the snow. Hang on. Since these spawn in as props, they spawn in covered in snow. And like I said, you got your bed is templated. Okay. So 1 is a pile of bones, because I thought that'd be kind of funny. Number 2 on your number row is some blocks. 3 is corn or rock, I don't remember. 4 is metal. 5 is one type of dirt. 6 is something, corn or some kind of grain, whatever you want to RP it as. That's another type of dirt at 7. 8 is more rocks. 9 is sand. 0 does nothing, so this is where the number pad comes in. Number pad minus is your salt pile. Number pad plus gets rid of your tailgate if you don't want to have a tailgate, and the piles you can't see through if there's no tailgate, so it doesn't have to be away. Number pad 7 raises the dump bed and opens the tailgate, and number pad 4 lowers the bed and closes the tailgate. So that's self-explanatory. Then you can drive around and you can dump stuff if you would like. Alright, so vehicle 2, or configuration 2, I should say, is a whiteout plow. You press X to control it, you press E, and it has its own little headlights. The bulbs don't illuminate. That's part of smart vehicle. They don't illuminate the bulbs, but we can act as if there are headlights mounted on them. So for the plows, it's going to be pretty much your arrow keys and your left and shift buttons, your left shift and control buttons, and maybe holding the spacebar sometimes. So left shift is up, left control is down, up arrow rotates the plow, down arrow rotates it the other way, left rotates the plow this way, right arrow key rotates that way, holding space, and shift puts out the little wings, holding space, and left control closes those wings. So you have wide out. And the reason for the extra articulation on the blade is when you're turned all the way one way, it's picked up kind of goofy. So I have it set up to adjust it with the extra rotation. Then you can just drive around with it like so. Setup 3 is a V-blade. Press X to start controlling it. This is arrow down, arrow up, arrow left, arrow right. And you can kind of play with them as you wish to make it scoop or not scoop. Again, you press E and it's got headlights. Shift is down, control is up. You can kind of see how that does its thing there, and it keeps it pretty smooth on the ground while doing so. Goes into the ground a little bit, but can only do so much. So it might be best to go all the way down and just nudge it up, because that helps a little bit. But that is that plow. And then the little orange strips you saw on there, those are set up as an emissive to show off. Kind of like IRL, we used them for their markers on the plow to see where the plow is. We used them, we had them light up to easier to see at night. So again, if you press E after you press X, every time you spawn in a new one, you press E, you get headlight going forward. Again, arrow keys do this stuff, shift and control. This one is backwards for the up and down, but I kind of had to do that. How I have all the stuff in the middle doing things to make everybody happy. We'll reset that one. We'll get out the setup number 5. Press X again, shift, control, left arrow, right arrow, up and down. So this plow here, you can really see why you need those extra functions for these plows here. Because, yeah, it goes side to side really bad like that. And shift, pick it up. We're just going to pull in the curve. And again, press E, you get your headlight. Reset it. We're going to go for body 6. This is a plow, a drag plow. And this uses number pad 7 for down, 4 for up, 8 for right wing in, 5 for right wing out, 9 for left wing in, 6 for left wing out. And down with it, and it's just a drag plow. It is templated on the back, so you can change your company logo if you wish. And that part is called, oh, I got rid of my OpenIV. That sucks. That's for great ones. So that is going to be DP main YTD. I just gotta find my stupid menu for them. Snow plows. Plus drag plow, like I said, That'll be DP main. DP main, you'll open it up here. And template is already included. So you would just put your logo on here and then replace this and then drag it into your stream folder and you have your logo. All right, number 7. So you might upset the script every few tries due to just how many there are. So you'll just have to do reset vehicle and then go back and try it again. Or sometimes that doesn't work and you have to do reset vehicle and you go back to it. So now we're starting to introduce the dump bed to all of the plows. So you have all the normal plow functions with the arrow keys and stuff as they are, but we're just adding in the dump bed and its configuration. It still has numpad minus and plus for the tailgate and all the number row things. So we're just going to kind of cycle through them. So it's giving you kind of a different options to use. They don't have the script set up in such a fashion that I could just have the bed parts made, the front parts made, and you can spawn in whichever parts you want as you want. So that's why there are a bunch of configurations. Don't step on my keyboard. You usually get 3 or 4 parts to spawn in, and then this just and then you'll have an issue with it, so you'll have to do it over again. But it's not the end of the world. So this adds in the drag plow with a blade on the front. You have one of those for each of the front plows, so you can just kind of utilize it how you would like. Now we're adding in salters to the beds. So if you press X, you can still numpad up with 7 and down with numpad 4. But this adds in, if you hold down G, your spinner spins and then you spit out salt. Sometimes it's a little tricky. If you just press G, it'll just turn the salting on and off. And it won't spin, so you'll just have to press it again to turn off the looks and then just hold it down. And sometimes it stops spinning. You gotta kind of find the happy medium, and it's just kind of how the script wants to behave. But yeah, it's set up to kind of look like it's salting. You can drive around and just kind of poof, salt over. When this salter is on the truck, you do add in numpad 5 opens it and numpad 8 closes it. So you can RP loading it with salt. Now, of course, it does have each front plow option with that salter. But first we're going to review this salter. It's the same idea. Hold G and the spinner will spin and spit out salt. But it adds in numpad minus, toggles the salt pile, so you can RP adding in salt. And this was a salter that actually came with this model, so the straps fit very well to the sides. And then, like I said, now that we're going to go through all of these, you're going to see all of the front plows with both salter combinations. And get back in the truck. And they are fully usable, but we're not going to show them up. So when it starts telling you you are unable to set up this vehicle, then you got to do reset vehicle, and you can try doing the next one, but it's going to keep yelling at you. You have to restart the server. It's sad, but I think it's just due to the amount of setting everything up. We're gonna go look at Discord quick. What do we got in Discord? Nothing. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. Someone's having a little fun putting Benji's logo on stuff. All right. Is the server fired up? Yep. It's just a glitch with the script. I don't think London Studios ever thought there'd be over 20 things. It just, you restart the server. Sometimes it acts up on 5, sometimes it reacts on 6, 20. Sometimes I do all 29 on this truck. It just acts up. I'm sure you can restart the resource. I have some kind of bug in my system. Not in my system, but like in my server. It's a TX bug, it says. So it's faster for me to restart my server. So I feel nauseous, but then restart the resource, because getting the TX thing to load up takes, like, it would barely just be opening now. And I can be in server with the truck spawn by the time I get through all those menus and things. So I restart my server. I understand you guys might not want to on a role play server. Just restart and give her a go back. Like I said, it'll be for each of the front plow combinations. Now we're getting into the leaf box. So this is kind of nice. This adds in numpad controls again. So you press X, numpad 7 lifts it, numpad 4 lowers it, numpad 5 opens the tailgate, numpad 8 closes the tailgate, and then numpad 9 opens the little toolbox door, and numpad 6 closes it. I don't have any tools to put in that little toolbox area, so I didn't. The tools have, but up and down. Then you have number row 1 is a pile, number row 2 is a pile, number row 3 is a pile, and number row 6 is a pile. And then you'll have that with each of the front plows, because that's just kind of how it works. No salters, because you won't really be able to put salt on it, in the salter with the leaf bed on it. Woo! So the smart ladder parts, they're not going to act like they have a collision because they're a prop and it's just weird how that works. But yeah. So anyways, that is cfcc1. And if I want to be kind of cool, I can get out the wood chipper I made a while back. And this does tow trailers. Nope. And the best part is I can get out of the truck, climb into here. I gotta change the sections. Forward. And I press E, and I'm blowing wood chips into the back of the truck. I might actually redo this with Smart Vehicle in the future, but for now, it's just cool to have this setup. I can do the same thing with my other wood chipper. This one's a little big, but same idea. Alright guys, thanks for viewing. Hopefully you enjoy the mod.